Now that you know a little bit more about the psychology of color and ways you can use them, let me help you with how to choose the perfect set. Contrast is the biggest factor when deciding color. There's a number of ways to accomplish proper contrast, but one of the most effective is by choosing one color, adjusting that color with different shades and tints, and then adding an accent with another color at least 3 wheel spaces away. You can see in the example how 3 shades of green were created before 2 accent purples were added to provide that proper contrast. Use this as a rule of thumb moving forward. And if you're creating these combinations and it sounds like it's very time consuming, don't worry. There are a number of tools you can use to assist you in devising an effective color scheme. I encourage you to check out Adobe Color CC, Coolors.co, and Paleton. These color combinations came directly from those applications. Coolors is useful in the sense that you can upload a picture to the application and it'll process the color palette from that photo. It takes the colors in the image to generate a color scheme, making your life easier when it comes to implementing that scheme into a completed design. Now, when you're considering colors and palettes, I urge you to remember to just keep it simple. Just like with fonts, there's no need to go crazy with your colors. 3 to 4 is sufficient. Well, unless you're doing a presentation on maybe rainbows. One rule that can help is the 60-30-10 rule. What this states is if you've properly chosen 3 colors for a slide, 60% of the space should be used for one color, 30% for another, and 10% for that final third accent color. These pictures here are great examples if you're in need of some help. Another rule to keep in mind is to simply spread out your content into small bits of information on individual slides. Even if you have 50 to 60 slides, that information can still be digested in less than 3 minutes. Don't be afraid to see that slide count go up. It can be much more powerful than a few slides overloaded with content. Not to mention, more slides allows for you to spread out your color and design as well. This slide deck here alternated which color they used as a primary and secondary color. A powerful effect. And lastly, you may have already mastered color in the form of Instagram. The social media platform allows us to add filters and adjust the brightness and contrast and so much more. Those tools can be great for editing photos for a presentation. Use those skills you've learned to make all the photos in a presentation match with similar contrast and lighting in each.